Hi, thanks for being shitty. Okay. What's up, guys? I wanted to jump on here and come live to you to chat with you a little bit about some business tips. I have a lot of friends who are starting online businesses, and I also have a lot of women who I am helping launch their online business, which is super exciting. And I wanted to share just a little bit about my mindset around how I decide what to share on social media and just the energy I have around the content that I put out there. And so this will be really helpful because content is number one if you're going to build a business, and consistent content, but also the right kind of content. So I'm going to do a quick little audit on just like your page, not your page specifically, but just overall what I think is really helpful when someone comes to your social media, your Facebook or your Instagram, and what they should see right off the bat. So hey Marco, so as you're hopping on live, please drop me a 1 in the comments below. And if you are watching this replay, then please drop a 2 in the comments below with the hashtag replay. If you are new to watching me, my name's Alexis Olson. I am a certified personal trainer. I live in Missoula, Montana currently. I've lived in Portland, Los Angeles, Bend, Oregon, Boise, Idaho, born and raised, and New York City. Hi Tristina, what's up? Even if you do not have a business, hi Ryan. I think it's fun to share in this kind of way, and I have been doing this before I decided to monetize my journey, which I am very unapologetic about because I have helped a lot of people just by being myself and just by sharing what has been real for me. And so even if you aren't building a business right now or you don't care to make money online, I do think that sharing positivity and not just reposting a bunch of crap, if you do that, that's fine. Like my little sister is the #1 meme queen on Facebook, and she shares the best stuff, and it's super funny, and that in itself is like beneficial, I think. So shout out to my baby sis. But anyway, so let's get into building a business. So if you are new to my teams, for example, I'm going to just address something that came up today in a new promoter I was talking about. Ryan asked why all of the travel. Well, I can say, one, I always have known I never wanted to look back and say, oh, I wish I would have lived in New York, or I wish I knew what LA was like. I just always wanted to know what it would be like to live in those places. And so I just followed that. Today I am definitely much more grounded, geographically for a lot of reasons, and I'm grateful for it. And so now I'm just really building a solid foundation for myself of all the skills that I've built over time through learning how to make money online. Hi, Mackenzie. Mackenzie is an incredible business owner. So thanks for hopping on. Incredible content. I recommend you checking her out if you're into the outdoors or women empowerment. Anyway, so here's the thing is so even if you're not in a good place, or like even if you're afraid you're gonna come off too egotistical, I think that you should just share anyway, because the whole point is that you bring people along the journey with you as you are growing. And so that could be like weight loss, that could be, like showing your before photos before you have after photos. I have done that time after time again. And the thing is people are going to love to be able to look back and see how far you came. And so, and then from a mental, emotional standpoint, people, if you're afraid of coming off as like egotistical, or maybe you were like flexing a lot before, and so you're like scared that you're going to be perceived that way, or that you're going to get back into that kind of trap that is really easy for, one, our generation to do, and two, just because it's social media, very easy to just share the highlight reel. I still would like you to encourage to share anyway, because the more you share, the more you're going to learn how to hone in the growth that's happening, and, and make a shift from just sharing like flexing type of posts and to more of like real soul content that is going to resonate with people. So my second tip is to make sure you're sharing content that is real to you. Just because it works for somebody else, you can't copy and paste somebody else's post. Hey Jolene, hey Barry, what's up? I have tried this in the past, and it usually doesn't get a lot of engagement. Now, the team that I'm a part of, we definitely share a lot of directives for people who are new to sharing on social media and don't have any marketing skills. So taking those directives, of course, is going to is going to help you come up with your own ideas, and they're still going to work. So that's kind of the difference between like stealing someone's post versus taking a directive. So my next tip I would say is that when people come to your page, they need to know what the F you are doing. Like, what the F are you offering? If you're selling something, or if you're just there to give value to start building up your business. I took a year off for the most part to just give freely without really promoting much of anything. And I really think that did a lot of good for me in the long haul. So looking at your business from like a 5-year perspective, is, in some companies don't have the best, some network marketing companies aren't the best marketers. That's why they have networkers to do the marketing for them. So sometimes I am fortunate that I don't think that my company I'm a part of is bad at marketing at all. In fact, I think they're brilliant. But I do think there are some companies out there that probably give their promoters or their distributors directives that just are killing them, especially when everyone is posting the same thing. So my tip is to just be real to you. Make sure that people know what you're offering and give a variety of those offers. Hi, Brian. So when I say variety, I mean make sure you're showing up in different mediums. So right now I'm going live. Make sure you are utilizing all features on social media. I share on my stories like almost 24/7 a day. Not exactly, but I reshare my live videos. I add captions so people know what it's talking about, because a lot of people are just like tapping through that really, really quickly. Especially if you're just talking into the camera, which is really great. To make sure you're doing that on your stories, not just sharing posts, not just sharing quotes. You need to have the mixture of that as well, because people are coming to get inspired, and quotes are a really easy way to do that. But people want to see your eyeballs. The best way to build for people to know, like, and trust you even before you have a conversation with them is to be talking into the camera or to be going live, so people can hear your heart and see your eyes and really have that human interaction, especially with everything that's going on, even if they're not with you in person or even if they've never met you before. So my next tip is to get a little bit vulnerable. And there is a balance between oversharing and the frequency of doing that. So I'll talk about my recovery, which I try to minimize. I'm trying to only talk about that once per year. So just like once a year on my recovery birthday, go really hard with like one post and then leave it at that. And so you want to think about who you're trying to attract and speak to just that person. So no offense to my people in recovery, but from a business perspective, that's not necessarily my audience. Of course, I do naturally attract those kinds of people, even if I'm not speaking to them or not, because I'm going to be speaking to them or to just people that want to grow in general, just by being myself, because that's who I am and where I'm at. So my next tip is to have a ratio of the kind of posts that you're sharing. So we have a method called this is like top secret stuff, you guys. This is usually stuff we only give our people when they get in, but I'm going to give it to you. So the ratio is 10:1. And so that's just saying like, and that could be a different ratio. Maybe you don't post that month, but that's like throughout the week, you want to have a 10:1 ratio. Again, those numbers can change, but like say you have 10 posts per week that are just about your life. That's just something mundane. We all have this innate like stalker like mentality, which is why social media works and why it's not going anywhere. And so just sharing like your everyday things. What's up, Mariah? Just showing like you're sharing your everyday things, from like your pile of laundry, or like you running errands, or I could probably do more of these, or what you're eating on your lunch break, etc., is going to be the 10, like the majority of your posts. But then you're going to want to trickle in what we call curiosity posts. And so that's going to make up 4 of the 15 posts you do per week. So these curiosity posts are not hard sales. They're not asking for a sale. There is usually no call to action. There's not a call to action. So you're just sharing something that you're excited about. You're sharing maybe some social proof from someone you've already helped, but you're not asking people to give you money, and you're not asking people to buy your product or to message you for information. You're just kind of dripping on your audience and getting people to be curious about like, oh, what is she talking about? So this could be more subtle or more obvious. The more obvious could be just saying like, something really exciting is coming tomorrow, can't wait to share it with you. Obviously that is a hard example of a way to build curiosity. A more subtle way to do that, that's not so obvious, is just saying, you know, I'm loving my results so far, I can't wait to share my after photos, right? So it's like, obviously that's something health and fitness related. So you want to be making sure that you're like you don't have to stay in your niche all the time, because you want to share things that you like, because your customers or your audience are going to like the same things that you like, as well as the things that you don't like. Of course you want to keep it positive, but negativity, if it's like a positive thing that you don't like, that can also build some camaraderie around that, and you can attract people that also have the same dislikes as you. And so that's a curiosity post. And then one time per week, I usually do this a little bit more often, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, because I post a lot more, so my numbers are bigger for my ratio, right? And so the last one, the one out of the 10-4-1 would be a hard sell post. Now this is saying what I'm offering, how much it costs, when you need to join, what you need to do. You know, I like to share like things that are like a format that I often share to get that emotional buy-in from people is what things were like in my life before I did said thing, how things are now, and what I'm looking forward to, or how you can join me to do it as well. So I would avoid sharing prices, because you want to be able to, you don't want to give everyone all of the information, and you don't want to give them the information in the comments either. You want to give people a reason to message you so you can get to know them and have that genuine back and forth. So that's my best tips for just getting out there and sharing. Again, the most important thing is, I can tell you right now, when someone comes to my Facebook, it says personal trainer, it says creative advisor for startup online businesses, and it says spiritual fitness queen. So very quickly you can tell who I am, what I do, what I offer if you do a quick scroll. If someone does a real quick scroll on your Facebook or Instagram, and all they see is just reposts of things that inspired you, that you've shared, they aren't going to look at you as a person of influence or a person of authority, and they're not going to know that you have anything to buy, or that you have a solution for their problem. And so even if you say that you're a coach in your bio, but you're not posting about people that you're helping, or you're not sharing content that is helpful, I strongly believe in giving as much as you can away for free, because I live in, I have an abundant mindset. I don't think I need to hold anything back when it comes to free content. So sharing as much as you can without holding back, and just having also like the energy around this is just knowing that the right people are going to buy from you, and you don't need to be pushy or aggressive, or you don't need to have hype. You can have real hype if you're hype about it, but don't build false hype like, oh, ground floor breaking opportunity. To me, that's like a really big turnoff. What's up, Michelle? Hey, Travis. So those are my tips for building an online business. If you are someone who, again, I'm not doing this for hype because of quarantine or anything like that, or the state of the economy, but if you are someone who wants to build an online business and you want to get plugged in with people who are really good at marketing, who will give you directives, and you want to better your health and fitness journey, then I can help you with that. And I'm not the only one. We have a team of people that would be there to support you. Then please let me know, shoot me a message, and I would love to have that conversation. So I have to hop off because I have a one-on-one call with my personal training client who I coach with her nutrition, and I'm going to give her I'm going to teach her exactly how I weigh and track my macros. So I'm excited about that call. Hey, Kristen. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you could please share this video and give me a heart emoji if you found value in this. Please share this video to get it out there. I think that we could use some more positivity, and people can be encouraged to share their strength, share how they're finding strength right now in any area of their life or in anything that they're passionate about. But yeah, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Again, my name's Alexis, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.